Shalom and welcome to Israeli Salad. Ever wanted to learn how to read the Torah with the tunes you hear when it's read in the synagogue? Well, at Machon Meir, in addition to teaching the basics of Judaism and bringing people closer to Jewish heritage, they have a course where participants learn how to read the Torah correctly.
On
Shabbat and on weekdays when the Torah is read, congregants in the synagogues listen not only to the words of the text, but enjoy the ancient tune traditionally used for the Torah reading. We joined a study group in the Torah Institute of Machon Meir, where we learned that the ta'amim, the notes of the Torah reading, are a lot more than just part of a musical melody that accompanies it. At the Darga course, Rabbi Avraham Ettinger teaches the participants the rules of reading the Torah.
The Darga class at Machon Meir gives the people a very sound basis in understanding how the Torah reading is being done, and it even allows them to start doing it themselves.
We learn the ta'amim in order to also understand the influence each note has on understanding the meaning of the verse in addition to learning the melody. We focus on the accuracy of the choice of the words and the letters makes you relate to each word, to each verse.
The ta'amim in the Torah have two purposes. First of all, they're used to read the Torah with an ancient traditional melody, each segment of our people and their own classic traditional tune. Second, they help to illustrate the punctuation of the verses, and that way the ta'amim enable a deeper understanding of the meaning of the verse and the individual words of the Torah.
It brings you closer to the sources, one, because you feel like if you can read it with the musical notes, and you feel like you've owned it yourself, you've possessed it, the material yourself. And it gives a person a closer feeling to the Torah, that he understands what's going on in the text.
When I read the Torah, I now better understand the punctuation. I begin to understand where the pause occurs and where the verse ends.
You can change the meaning of a sentence completely if you don't understand where the accent in a certain musical note falls on each word. So you can understand the Torah incorrectly if you don't understand the musical notes.
Machon Meir's main goal is to help people come closer to Judaism. So where does this punctuation lesson fit into the Institute's program?
Part of returning to Judaism is returning to the heritage of a clearer and more correct reading of the Torah.
A lot of the people who learn at Machon Meir didn't have a good Jewish education coming up. They didn't learn much about being Jewish. And they are interested when they come to Machon Meir in learning about all the aspects of Torah. One of the important aspects is reading the Torah on Shabbat.
I come from a less believing background. Here in the Machon, I had the opportunity to come close also to issues in the Torah and also to the subject of ta'amim. It's a personal connection to the words and to the prayers. I wouldn't say that this study is instead of other lessons. It simply reveals another aspect in the Torah that not many are exposed to. When a person gives attention to the details and connects through the melody and the emotions it arouses, only then can you connect to the words, to the meaning.
In his lesson, Rabbi Ettinger uses the Darga method for learning the ta'amim. The Darga method teaches the basic rules and patterns of the ta'amim punctuation. Although Torah is learned by many, and most Bar Mitzvah children learn how to read out their portion of the Torah using the ta'amim, Rabbi Ettinger and his students feel that the learning of how to read the Torah correctly is something that has not been stressed enough in the world of Torah institutes.
When I was Bar Mitzvah, the chazan of my shul, he taught me. How did he teach me? Like everybody learned by memory. He sang the tunes and I memorized. But I didn't learn that on each word there's musical notes. So I didn't know what it meant.
This important field of the Torah has been neglected, even though it's a base to reading the Torah and understanding the Torah.
It's not complicated. People think it's terribly confusing. But the Darga method is very, very straightforward, very simple, and teaches you 1, 2, 3 how to learn on a technical level and also on a musical level.
למעשה זה הלימוד הבסיסי ביותר.
This is the most essential learning. Just like when you teach a child, you begin with teaching how to read.
ללימוד של התורה וללמוד לקרוא בתורה זה דבר
It was always my dream to learn how to read the Torah. It's never too late. Today I hope I will accomplish and succeed. It's never too late.
מקווה להצליח ולהתקדם, ואני מאמין שגם אפשר, זה אף פעם לא מאוחר.
If you're interested in learning the Darga method, contact Darga at webmaster@darga.org.il. That's webmaster@darga.org.il.